every couple of years I pretend I bake. I don't usually, but I have a recipe I like to make about every 2 years, and it's gonna happen today. I used to make this with my mom when I was like 10. And I figured, what the heck? I have the recipe, and I'm gonna go for it. What are we making? Pumpkin bread. We're not making pie, as it shows on here. And we're not using that recipe either, but I'm sure it's just fine. And this is not a commercial either. I don't know how to blur out the names. As most people know that bake, I'm gonna mix the dry ingredients first. We have like salt, pumpkin spice, sugar, lots of sugar. It's a dessert. And then the wet stuff, so the pumpkin and eggs, and I hope we don't need milk because I don't have any milk. Maybe you have to go to the store. And it's all gonna go in here. I only have one of these, supposed to have two, so I'm gonna be baking it twice. Here we go. Quick update, no milk needed, so we'll be just fine without the water. Good, because right now the grocery store is probably a madhouse. All right, I have my dry ingredients in here. And so we sifted the flour and everything. I think just for good measure, I'm gonna go ahead and just pour some more in the sifter and then just keep sifting. Why not? Using the sifter is fun. In case you don't know what it is, it says it right there, sifter. So I'm just gonna put a whole bunch in here. It gets really hard to blend when you add it to the wet ingredients. Annoyingly hard. You know why? Because I forgot to buy a mixer. And you know why I didn't buy a mixer? Because I never really do this. So I'm not gonna spend the money. Okay, now it's all finally sifted and it just is all set to meet its new pal. The pumpkin side, the wet side, the eggs, the water, and then we put them together. Stay tuned. Back at my messy counter, we're gonna switch out our bowls and get going on this one. I am probably that odd person that enjoys the scent of this. Let's see, let's take a whiff. Yep. My water heater just turned on. Hopefully you can hear, I'm about to add the pumpkin into the bowl. All right, so that's in, and now I need to check out what's next. I know we have oil. The eggs go in, of course, so let's just do that right now. And what's next? Well, I gotta clean my hands. When I say I've been cooking, I just mean baking. I can't really cook, but I can follow one of these recipes because it's so exact. And who the hell is this? Okay, so 1 cup of oil. You've had this thing for so long. I think it was my mother-in-law's, and then like it was in the microwave and the handle melted off. We are a class act here. Hope there's enough oil. Okay, so there's 1 cup. You know, 1/3 cup of water is not very much. Just gonna put that in. And I'm gonna get my other spoon. And I'm gonna need 2 hands. And since I'm filming this by myself, I'm gonna get the other spoon. Talk about ASMR, huh? Look at this one flying, y'all. What was that? Oh, it was pumpkin. I need to pick this up. I was getting nervous about the cup of oil because it just looks so watery, but it's coming together. So in not too long, am I vibrating as I speak? In not too long, slowly integrate it with the flour. Alrighty, putting just a little bit of this dry stuff in, and we're gonna stir. So I'm just thinking, this noise right here, either reminds me of my grandma. Did it just get splattered on? How embarrassing. My grandma or my mom either making this or making pancakes. We have electric mixers now and again, but you know, they would break, you wouldn't buy them right away. We weren't always baking, but 5 or 6 a.m. on Thanksgiving, we'd be awake making pies or bread. And there's that water cooler again. Hey, there's that water cooler again. Okay, this is when your hand starts to hurt and you wish you had bought the mixer. I'm scraping the flour off the edge in case you're just wondering why I'm doing that. I'm gonna get everything. It's really starting to thicken up. I remember being a kid and kind of being just fascinated by the whole process. And even now, like, I'm looking down and I'm seeing it swirl as I'm spinning the spoon around, or stirring the spoon around. Spiral, I'm sure you all knew what I was talking about. I think it's been about 8 minutes since last I checked in. This is the flour I have left. And maybe put that stuff in the big one to finish off. We'll see. And my arm and hand are throbbing. All right, it's all mixed. And I must say, I really regret not buying that mixer, as I'm sure you've guessed. And until I buy that mixer, never on this earth will I be making this. But I'm gonna enjoy the final product. Okay, now, so we are gonna bake at, oh, it's already there, 350. And then make sure it's, yeah, it's empty. And get this pan ready here. We're doing this twice. It's about 1 hour and 15 minutes per loaf, approximately. I had to give my mom a real quick call because I just have the one pan and I wasn't sure if I needed to refrigerate the batter. She said to just cover it up, it should be fine, and then stir it up and then do the next one. I just realized though I have to wait for the pan to cool when it gets out. That's gonna take time. Anyway, I'm babbling. Can we talk about how unflattering this light is? Okay, so the hard part is done, and now we're gonna just... So I was eyeballing, I think that's as high as I'm going, about there. It's gonna rise. I like when it comes up about here. We'll find out, and whatever's left over is gonna be in the next batch. So, oh, the oven's ready. Nice. Okay folks, I'm down here now by the oven where the lighting gives me really dark circles under my eyes. I've set the time for 1 hour and 9 minutes, and then we'll check on it through the window, and then I'll do that whole like butter knife in the bread thing, and we'll see what it looks like, and we'll go off of that. Okay, we are creeping over to the oven to check it out, and through all those dots, it is looking the way it's supposed to. So I would say I'm pleased so far. We'll check it out in about 10 minutes. It's at that point where I always get nervous. There are about 3 minutes left, and it's gonna be testing time because I'm not actually gonna try it until I take it to work tomorrow. So I'm so nervous that the bottom is burned. Let's see. I feel like it's gonna fall in. It's got to go in for about another 10 minutes. Okay, let's do that. All right, let's do this a second time. It's a little more, feels more sturdy. Yep, it's done. I'm not even waiting for the alarm. Okay, folks, there you have it. It's pumpkin bread, recipes from like the 70s, and I haven't liked any others, but Starbucks is a close second, but this is better because you made it.